friends, welcome to online discussion. Today we think of discussing on interrogatives. In our discussion, we will focus on how interrogative sentences are made, types of interrogatives like yes/no type interrogatives and WH interrogatives, and in the concluding part, we will discuss about question tags. So friends, before going to discuss about interrogatives, we must make it very clear to our fellow students that usually there are 5 types of sentences in English. Those are declarative sentence, negative sentence, imperative sentence, exclamatory sentence, and interrogative sentence. So declarative sentences are those wherein a sense of affirmation, a sense of positivity gets expressed. Take for example, Mahesh is a brilliant student. This is an example of declarative sentence. And on the other hand, the second type of sentence is negative sentence. Usually in negative sentences, no or not is used, and also in negative sentences, negative adverbs like never, hardly, rarely, scarcely, seldom, little are used, and thereby sentences become negative. For example, Hari is not honest. I have never seen such a beautiful girl. A barking dog seldom bites. These are the examples of negative sentences. So by using no, not, or negative adverbs, we make the sentences negative. And in imperative sentence, usually sense of order, advice, request, command, wish, suggestion, warning are expressed. When sentences express these types of emotions, those sentences become imperative sentences. For example, if I say, Hari, go there, get out. This is an example of imperative sentence because order is given. May I come in, sir? A polite request is made. This is an example of imperative sentence. Keep to your left. This is an example of imperative sentence because it expresses an advice. A piece of advice is given. May God bless you. This is also an example of imperative sentence because a wish is made, a wish is given. So, these are the examples of imperative sentences. And in exclamatory sentences, a sense of wonder, a sense of surprise is expressed. For example, oh, what a huge 6 Virat Kohli hit. Oh, what a huge 6 Virat Kohli hit. This is an example of exclamatory sentence because exclamation is given, surprise or wonder, sense of surprise, sense of wonder is expressed. I got a pain in my waist region. Ouch! I got a pain in my stomach. Oh, what a beautiful garden it is. What a nice movie it is. So these are the examples of exclamatory sentences. And the last one is interrogative sentence, which is to be discussed in this online discussion. Friends, usually interrogative sentences are those which express a question. A question is usually asked to get the answer, to get a response, or some queries are made to get some response or to get some answer, and those sentences are known as interrogative sentences. So usually interrogative sentences are those sentences wherein a question is asked, some queries are made, and thereby the answer is sought, the answer is expected. And such type of sentences are known as interrogative sentences. Usually we have 2 types of interrogatives. Those are first type of interrogative is yes-no type interrogative. It is called yes-no type because the answer comes in the form of yes or no. How such type of sentences, how such type of interrogatives are made? Usually, in yes-no type question, the answer comes in the form of yes or no. Therefore, the auxiliary verb is used at the beginning of the sentence, or the auxiliary verb is used before the subject, and thereby yes-no type questions are made. And when the question is put, the answer comes in the form of either yes or no. For example, I will write an example of yes-no type question. Do you play cricket? Have you seen Konark? Am I a student? Are you honest? Just observe these sentences, mark these sentences. In all the sentences, there is a change in the order of the sentence. Usually, in an affirmative sentence, we find the subject at the beginning of the sentence, followed by the auxiliary verb, then it is followed by the main verb, and the rest of the things. But here, there is a change in the sentence order. By putting the auxiliary verb at the beginning or before the subject, usually we make interrogative sentences, and those interrogatives are known as yes-no type interrogative. So, do you play cricket? If we convert it into an affirmative sentence, it will be you play cricket, I play cricket. And if I turn it into an interrogative sentence, do you play cricket? The answer comes in the form of yes or no. Have you seen Konark? Yes or no. Am I a student? Yes. No. Only we can answer in the form of yes or no. We need not write a complete sentence. Are you honest? Yes, I am honest. Yes or no. So since the answer comes in the form of yes and no, simply we name it yes-no type question. So the sentence is made, interrogative sentence in yes-no type is made by making it by putting the auxiliary verb at the beginning plus subject plus main verb plus rest of the things. In this way, yes-no type question is made. Usually this is the way of making yes-no type questions. And the other type of interrogative is WH type interrogative. In WH type interrogatives, generally, we make use of WH words, and WH words are who, which, what, whose, whom, where, when, how. Why? So there are 9 WH words, and with the use of WH words at the beginning of the sentence, we can make the WH type questions. And the difference in yes-no type question and WH type question is that usually In yes no type question, the question is put and the answer is given in the form of yes or no. But in WH type question, the answer is supposed to be received in complete sentence. The answer is expected in a complete sentence. For example, if I say, who is your principal? You can't say Professor Ashok Balwant Rai. You have to say Professor Balwant Rai is our principal. Professor Ashok Balwant Rai is our principal. Where are you from? If I put a question, where are you from? You can't say Jatni. You have to say, I come from Jatni. I am from Jatni. So the answer is made in a complete sentence. That is what we call WH type question. This is the basic difference between yes no type and WH type. Answer comes in the form of yes or no, and answer comes in a very complete sentence form. Okay. And these WH type questions are made with the use of WH words like who, which, what, whose, whom, where, when, how, why at the beginning of the sentence. Let me write a few examples of WH type questions. Who is the captain of Indian cricket? Which station Salute. Which station is yours? Which station is yours? What are you doing? Whose book is this? Whom are you? Whom are you looking for? Where are you from? When have you reached? Just I wrote down a few sentences explaining the use of WH questions with the use of WH words. So, who is the captain of Indian cricket? Here is a question with WH word who at the beginning. It is followed by the auxiliary verb, followed by the subject and rest of the things. Which station is yours? What are you doing? Whose book is this? Which station is yours? We can also rewrite it. Which is your station? Which station is yours? Or which is your station? Whose book is this? Whom are you looking for? Where are you from? When have you reached? How old is your grandpa? Why do you wait? So usually, such type of questions are made by using WH words, as I mentioned herewith. And usually such type of questions are made by putting the WH word. Usually WH type questions are made by with the use of WH words followed by auxiliary verb followed by subject and the rest of the things. So this is the structure of a WH type interrogative. So friends, when we discuss WH type interrogatives, we must know that usually WH type questions are made expecting complete answers from the students, and yes no type questions are made just expecting a yes or no, expecting a positive note or a negative note. So in this way you can make the WH questions. Usually WH questions are made by putting WH words followed by auxiliary verbs and subject and rest of the things. So apart from these major two types of interrogatives, yes no type and WH type, we will now move into another type of interrogative. It is not exactly interrogative sentence, but that is what we call question tag. Question tags, we will discuss it in detail, how question tags are made and how it is linked with the interrogative sentences and how it is used in conversation usually. Question tags. Usually question tags are not included in the types of interrogatives. Therefore, while just categorizing two major types of interrogatives, I mentioned yes no type and WH type. It doesn't come under interrogatives. It is a separate unit. But since we are discussing about questions in the interrogatives, as it is mentioned as question tags, therefore I think it wise to discuss it in this online class. So question tags are not exactly interrogatives, but question tags are the parts of sentences in conversation. This is to be remembered. Question tags are the parts of sentences in conversation. When we are having a discussion, if we are in a conversation, usually we come across question tags. How? Question tags are parts of sentences in conversation. For example, we are having a conversation. If I say Mahesh is sincere. Mahesh is sincere. Suppose it is a sentence. Mahesh is sincere. Suppose we are having a conversation. Two friends are having a conversation regarding Mahesh, and one friend says Mahesh is sincere. And when he says Mahesh is sincere, in order to know the response from the other friend, he can ask, Mahesh is sincere, is not he? So this is called question tag. Mahesh is sincere, is not he? That means by putting that question tag is not he, the friend wants to know some response from the other student, whether he accepts, whether he agrees to the statement that Mahesh is sincere or not. That is what we call question tag. Therefore I said question tags are not questions. Question tags are parts of sentences in conversation. Mahesh is sincere, is not he? Mark. Mahesh is sincere, it is told, and this sentence is followed by the question tag. It is tagged, therefore it is in the form of a question, and it is tagged with the declarative sentence. It is tagged with the statement. It is tagged with the, it is attached, it is tagged with the sentence, with the affirmative sentence. So, if the sentence is affirmative, one thing is to be remembered, if the sentence is affirmative, the question tag has to be negative. Like this, if I say, Rajiv Rajiv has not come. Mark. This is the sentence. And this is a negative sentence. Rajiv has not come. So the question tag has to be positive. Has he? Here I must be the small letter, because it is included, it is tagged in the sentence. Rajiv has not come. Has he? Mark the sentence. Rajiv has not come. Rajiv has not come. Has he? So the sentence is negative and the question tag is affirmative, is positive. The sentence is, when the sentence is positive, the question tag is negative. Why is it sincere? Is not he. So usually such type of sentences are made. Such type of sentences are used in conversation in order to keep up the discussion, keep on the discussion, and in order to get some response from the person with whom we are having the conversation. So this is very important. And usually in stories and in novels, when we come across different sentences in conversation mode, in conversation expressing conversations, usually we come across question tags. So this is very important. In question tags, if the sentence is affirmative, the question tag is to be negative, and if the sentence is negative, the question tag has to be affirmative. So this is very important. Another example. Alok and Ravi have returned. So Alok and Ravi have returned. Here the auxiliary verb is have. So the question tag of this sentence will be, have not they? So the question tag is negative because the sentence is affirmative. In another example, Asit shall meet me tomorrow. Here the auxiliary verb is shall. Shall not he? One thing is to be marked, that when we add the questions, when we tag the questions, that is what we call the question tags, the auxiliary verb is followed by the subject, not in the noun form but in pronoun form. Is not he, is not Mahesh. We can't write is not Mahesh, is not he. Instead of Mahesh we write he, pronoun. Rajiv has not come. Has he? Alok and Ravi have returned. Have not they? Asit shall meet me tomorrow. Shall not he? So one thing is very important. If the sentence is affirmative or is declarative, the question tag has to be negative, and or vice versa. Then there is an exception in this question tag. I am a student. I am a student, and this sentence is expected to have the question tag, am not I, but the answer will be something different. The question tag will be, I am a student, am not I. So why are instead of am? Always the English people, they lay emphasis on the first person singular number I. English people always they try to highlight the first person singular number. Therefore, they at times make it exceptional so far as the use relating to the first person singular number is concerned. Therefore, it is said that instead of am not I is made. So it is an exception, and in the structure of English sentences we come across number of exceptions, and our students need to remember the exceptions. So I am a student, am not I. Always I is followed by the auxiliary verb am, but in question tag instead of am not I, it becomes am not I. If the sentence is I am not egoist, are I? Since this is an interrogative, since it is a negative sentence, so the question tag has to be affirmative. I am not egoist, are I? Instead of am I, it is are I. So this is an exception. So students, I hope you have well understood the types of sentences, and the more you make use of types of sentences, types of interrogatives in your conversation, in your writing, in your speech, in your deliberations, you will have mastery over it. So students, I hope you have well understood the types of interrogatives that we discussed, and you will make use of interrogative sentences in your conversation, in your writings, and in your speech as well, and that will make you have a mastery, have a grip over such type of interrogative sentences. Thank you.